This video is going to contain spoilers about what happens when you finish the game, as well as the final mission in the game, so do be prepared for that. This mission basically starts after you get the new Godsway. If you have this, just note that you are at the end of the game, and that is the prerequisite. Once you do have the new Godsway sword, you will see that you'll have to deliver it to Lord Phases, and as you get near him, you'll see this giant statue climbs out the water, and it has those like pegs in it with like the purple kind of like gooey poison stuff. Those things are actually weak points because you have to fight this thing. It's for some reason it's our job to fight this thing. So yeah, good luck with that. I recommend climbing on it, using the ballistas, and just shooting at these things to destroy them, because that's the only way you can actually take this Colossus out. Once you do end up catching up to Lord Phases and they go into like the volcanic island camp tunnel, I guess, this is where your point of no return begins. You'll see this because an NPC will tell you, hey, you at least ought to rest for the evening, because this puts down a hard save at the inn. If you sleep at an inn, you do get to load the game from your lost inn save so that you can go back to the open world if, you for some reason wanted to continue playing in this world, because this is the last mission in the game. This leads to the end. There's no going back after doing this unless you load back that old save, right? So rest at the inn, have the new Godsway in your inventory, and use it over here on the elevator to rise the elevator to take you to the location you need to go to. There will be a little bit of a fight here. I'm actually kind of curious. I sided with this guy in the past. I wonder if you sided with the other people if you get somebody else to fight here. So let me know in the comments down below. Did you fight this guy or did you fight somebody else? I shall soon find out though, because at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a new game plus playthrough, and I'm going to do all the quests that I missed out and make guides on the stuff that I didn't get to do the first time round. But as you progress after defeating that NPC, you'll go ahead and you'll find Phases over here summoning a dragon. Of course, I'm not going to show much of the cutscenes here. There's a lot of talking, but essentially you have the option to walk away or fight the dragon. I didn't actually walk away, so I don't know what happens when you walk away. But when you fight the dragon, a bunch of stuff happens. For starters, I thought this was a good time to use the empowered Godsway blade. I thought like, okay, cool, empowered. Stab myself in the heart. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's going to give me powers. Use on myself. Yes. I'm going to power myself up. I'm going to become so strong I can take out this dragon, because I don't know how to fight this dragon. This guy's like 7 times bigger than all the other dragons in the game. But this was exactly what I should have expected. Yeah. So if you didn't do that, that's what happens if you use that. I actually wonder if there's a way to use it on the dragon. I actually didn't consider it until I'm like now like editing this footage. I'm like, wait, could I have used that on the dragon somehow? I don't know. If that was possible, let me know in the comments down below. It feels like there are multiple ways to end this game. But if you chose to fight him by, well, just like running up to him and hitting his foot, he will take you to a battlefield where you're going to fight him properly, right? So there's multiple ways to fight this guy. His first health bar is probably the most annoying, because you just got to like damage him really slowly. I decided to like climb up on him and like just stab him, but he does a variety of attacks. And also once you climb up on him, he will actually fly away. After dying and fighting him the second time, this time I managed to jump off and reach the ballista that's right at the top there. And if you use this, you can actually shoot him with it, and this will take him out of the sky. It doesn't do like a ton of damage, but it does stop him from flying, which I guess is like somewhat helpful. And shortly after that, you can weaken him. And once he's weakened, he'll just fall down on like, on the ground, and his heart will be exposed. This is when you need to get into position and damage that heart, because you can see the damage that you do here is immense. And in fact, that's how I killed him the second time. Of course, this will start showing you a few cutscenes of the different areas of the map, and you'll see you're at the Royal Chamber, the Royal Hall, and you'll see there's the throne in front of you. There's Captain Brant over here, but there's also this guy at the table. If you speak to him, he's going to ask you a very few interesting questions, like, why do you pursue him? Are you not happy? Is this not what you wanted? I'm not going to spoil the whole conversation because I think you guys should witness it yourself, but after you speak to him there, you'll see he's standing over there. Now you have two choices. You can sit on the throne and you just wait for the credits to end, and that's how the game finishes, and you go back to the title screen, or you can talk to him again a second time, to like follow up on the conversation, because he's now standing there, which is presumably what I think the natural person would do. Now, warning, if you do this, you might be a little upset when this happens. Because essentially, spoiler, he is going to send you back Back to what? You might ask. Well, he's gonna send you back to fighting the dragon again, and that's how I had to fight this thing like another time. So yeah, I had to fight it twice, dude. Ultimately, the second fight was mostly the same. I wondered if some dialogue options would change, or maybe the dragon's gonna be like, aha, you broke the cycle. I don't know if there is a way to break the cycle. I'm not sure. Maybe on my next playthrough, I'll figure it out. But if you decide to sit on the chair the next time on the throne and you just wait for the credits to end, you should see that you'll get like the achievement for finishing the game, and this will take you back to the title screen of the game. So from this point onwards, you can continue from your last save, which will take you during the dragon fight, or you can go load from lost in rest, which will take you back to that time where you were in the volcanic island camp, where that guy warned you, you know, this is the final point, you should take a rest. If you did do that, you can actually go back to playing the game and do other things and then come fight the dragon again later. Alternatively, you can restart the game with your current level and the equipment and everything that you own, right? So you'll be the level that you finish this game. There will be a warning telling you like, hey, listen, here's what's going to happen. You're going to keep your skills. You're going to keep your level. Most of the items in your inventory, except quest items. Obviously, you have to get quest items again from doing the quests. And you'll basically have to just say yes 1,000 times because they want to make sure. Because if you do this, there's no going back. You only have one save file, at least right now. So there's no going back. I already did this, and that's why like I'm having a few little regrets. I'm like, wait, maybe if I tried the Godsway on the dragon, I could get like a different ending. If you guys got a different ending, let me know, because I'd be like super interested to see if that was the case. And the nice thing that you should know is that once you do start a new game, you can customize your character from scratch. You can change, you know, different race, different everything. You can be an entirely different, you know, NPC this time, or a person, I mean, or character. I don't know, whatever the word is. Or if you really wanted to, you can keep the character that you already had from the previous playthrough so that you don't have to make them again, or, you know, struggle with that, because trying to make a character from scratch again might be difficult. But you see, you get like your character that you used in the story, and you can either change them, you know, from the beginning here, or you can go ahead and make a new character, which is what I decided to do. I mean, I played first as a male, now I'm going to try as a female. But this time, instead of starting as a mage, I'm going to start as Thief, because that's actually what I ended my previous playthrough as, because Thief is brokenly strong. I'm not going to lie, it is insanely strong. You'll see once you do begin the game, you'll go through like the Medusa thing, you know, leaving the prison, you know, the same intro that you played in the game. You'll start with like basic level equipment, but you'll see you will have like the Godsway in your inventory for some reason, I guess, quite interesting. Your level, your gold, your rift coins, those will all be there. So you have all your money, you have all your stuff, you know, you have all your stats and everything from like all the level ups. A nice thing is that when you finish the game for the first time, the map unlocks in its entirety. So you can see the entire map and all the locations you've been to. I don't know if there's some that I didn't go to that they're just not showing, or if it just shows everything now. It does seem like it's just showing locations that I've been to specifically, but has revealed the entire world. When you get to the first town, you will see that you can interact with the Rift Zone, and you can, again, like how you got the opportunity to make your pawn again, you can use the same pawn that you had from last time, or you can go ahead and make a brand new one in the way that you desire. So you can like change your pawn and, you know, just change their starting clause. They do keep all of their, you know, their skills that they leveled up in their previous vocation if you do change their vocation. My first one was a fighter, this one's a mage, but she's got no like skills in magehood, right? So as soon as you've done that, go to the inn, the very first inn that you arrive at in the game. You will get to rest for like, you know, 0 gold. So just rest. This is going to unlock the, you know, vocation guild as well as the storage, because if you're like me, you're going to want to go into your storage and see what's in your storage, right? So if you go into withdraw, you'll be able to see that you have pretty much all your resources, you have all your equipment, your gear, you know, like your weapons, your armor, all of that. And in the vocation guild, you'll be happy to know that you, of course, keep your skills. You will just have to apply them again, because at the beginning of the game, you only have the 1 skill. So you'll just do this to add your skills back onto your character, and you know, that's how you can, you know, get your character built up again, as well as your pawn. You can upgrade them too with, you know, their same skills that they had already. You keep the currency, and yeah, now you get to go through and play the game again, and this time try and make decisions in a smarter way, because there's a lot of quests that you get locked out of when you finish Captain Braun's final quest, where he tells you, are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I wasn't really sure. I should have been more sure, because I didn't know that was going to block out like half the game. Half the beginning of the quests in the beginning of the game get canceled out because of going to Batal through the official means of the game, which is crazy. So, but that's pretty much what happens. If you have a different experience, let us know in the comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching this video.